క్లాస్ చెప్తాను. Yes. Regarding ratio analysis, ఇంకోసారి ఫార్ములాస్ ఇచ్చేస్తాం. క్లోజ్ చేస్తున్నామా? మమ్మీది అయిపోయినాక చెప్పమా. నాది అయిపోయింది సార్, ఇది ఒకటి పెడితే అయిపోయింది. నేను క్లాస్ చెప్పడం పెట్టండి తర్వాత ఓపెన్ చేస్తాను. So first one is gross profit ratio. Gross profit ratio is equal to gross profit by net sales into 100. Gross profit by net sales into 100. Next, second one, net profit ratio. Net profit ratio is equal to net profit by net sales into 100. Net profit by net sales into 100. Net sales means say, gross sales minus sales returns. Then you will get net sales. That is the net sales. If there is no gross sales and sales return, that can be treated as net sales. Okay. Next, operating ratio. One is operating ratio. Operating ratio means operating ratio is equal to cost of goods sold plus operating expenses by net sales into 100. Cost of goods sold plus operating expenses by net sales into 100. In this formula, there are three items is there. Operating cost of goods sold, operating expenses. First one, cost of goods sold. So this is not given directly in the problem. That must be found out. So cost of goods sold is equal to opening stock plus purchases plus wages plus carriage inwards. So debit side of trading account what it may be except gross profit. Total చేసేసి minus closing stock. Then you will get cost of goods sold. Otherwise, another formula is also there. That is the cost of goods sold is equal to sales minus gross profit. Sales minus gross profit. Next, operating expenses. Operating expenses, administrative expenses, office expenses, financial expenses, selling and distribution expenses. All this comes under operating expenses by net sales into 100. So cost of goods sold plus operating expenses by net sales into 100. Next, net operating ratio is equal to 100 minus operating ratio. 100 minus operating ratio. Next one, current ratio. Current ratio is equal to current assets by current liabilities. So current assets means which assets can be sold within a year. Such assets can be called as current assets. Example for current assets: cash in hand, cash at bank, bills receivables, debtors, prepaid expenses, closing stock. All this comes under current assets. The same manner, current liabilities. Which liabilities are going to pay within a year? Such can be called as current liabilities. They are bank overdraft, creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses. So this is current ratio. Next one, liquidity ratio. Liquidity ratio is equal to liquid assets by current liabilities. Liquid assets by current liabilities. So liquid assets is equal to current assets minus closing stock minus prepaid expenses. Current assets minus closing stock minus prepaid expenses. This can be called as current liquidity assets. Liquidity ratio or quick ratio or solvency ratio. All this comes under liquidity assets by current liabilities. Next one, stock turnover ratio. Stock turnover ratio is equal to cost of goods sold by average stock. Cost of goods sold means already we learn that is equal to sales minus gross profit. Then you will get cost of goods sold. Average stock is equal to opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2. Class చెప్తున్నాను. Cost of goods sold, sales minus gross profit. Next, average stock is equal to opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2. Then you will get the stock turnover ratio. After that, stock turnover ratio అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మేడం అదే చూడమని లింక్ చెప్పమని మీరు అడ్రస్ చేసి నేను క్లాస్ చెప్తాను. బసవరాజు చూడమా నాకు కొంత జూలై 5 కదా నోట్స్ స్లిప్ లో రాసుకోండి సార్. ఎందుకంటే ఈ పాప రాకపోతే ఇంకోసారి తక్కువ అదేంటి టెలిఫోన్ నెక్స్ట్ మనం రాస్తానండి. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ after that debtors ఏమనుకుంటారు మేడం మరి debtors turnover ratio is equal to debtor debtors turnover ratio is equal to debtors by sales into 100. Debtors by sales into 100. Credit sales. Next, average collection period. Average collection period is equal to days in a year by days in a year by average debtors turnover ratio. Days in a year means 365 or 366, what it may be. In the problem, particularly given in the problem 360 days, then you can take 360 days. Otherwise, you can take 365 divided by debtors turnover ratio. Next, creditors turnover ratio. Creditor turnover ratio is equal to purchase by creditors. Purchase by creditors. Then you will get creditors turnover ratio. Creditors payment period. Creditor payment period means 365 by creditors turnover ratio. 365 by creditors turnover ratio. Next one. This is the creditors payment period. Creditors payment period is equal to 365 by this one. Next, debt equity ratio. Debt equity ratio is equal to outsiders funds by shareholders funds. Outsiders funds by shareholders funds. Outsider funds means current liabilities plus long term liabilities. Current liabilities plus long term liabilities is equal to outsiders funds. Next, shareholders funds. Shareholders funds means equity share capital plus preference share capital plus reserve fund plus general reserve plus general reserve plus sinking fund plus retained earnings plus profit and loss account. All these comes under shareholders funds. Then you will get the shareholders funds. So debt equity ratio is equal to outsiders funds by shareholders funds. Okay. Next, proprietary ratio. Proprietary ratio is equal to total fixed proprietary ratio is equal to cost of goods sold by total assets. Cost of goods sold by total assets. Next one, preparation fixed assets turnover ratio, sales by fixed assets. Otherwise, cost of goods sold by fixed assets. Total turnover, fixed assets turnover ratio. Next, total assets turnover ratio. So total cost of goods sold by total assets. Cost of goods sold by total assets. In this manner, we can learn all the formulas regarding ratio analysis. ఈ ఫార్ములాస్ అన్ని వస్తే మనము ఫస్ట్ మెథడ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ సెకండ్ మెథడ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ అన్ని చేసుకున్నాం కదా. సో నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ డన్. So today I am going to give homework. You can solve the problem. Okay, take down the problem. To opening stock. To opening stock 25,000. To opening stock 25,000. To purchases. To purchases 1,75,000. To purchase 1,75,000. To wages. To wages 30,000. To wages 30,000. To carriage inwards. To carriage inwards 80,000. To carriage inwards 80,000. To carriage inwards 80,000. To gross profit. To gross profit 6 lakhs. To gross profit 6 lakhs. Next credit side. By sales. By sales 20 lakhs. By sales 20 lakhs. By closing stock. By closing stock 6 lakhs. By closing stock 6 lakhs. This is the trading account. Next continue. By gross profit 6 lakhs. By gross profit 6 lakhs. By discount. By discount 50,000. By discount by commission. By commission 25,000. By commission 25,000. By profit on sale of land. By profit on sale of land 75,000. 75,000. Total 7,50,000. 7,50,000. Debit side. To operating expenses. To operating expenses 2,50,000. 2,50,000. To non-operating expenses. To non-operating expenses under that loss on sale of furniture. Loss on sale of furniture 1 lakh. Loss on sale of furniture 1 lakh. To net profit. To net profit 3,50,000. To net profit 3,50,000. This is the trading and profit and loss account. Next, balance sheet, liabilities, assets. On liability side. On liability side, share capital 1 lakh. Share capital 1 lakh. General reserve 75,000. General reserve 75,000. Reserve fund 25,000. Reserve fund 25,000. Retained earnings 1,25,000. Retained earnings 1,25,000. 10% debentures 3 lakhs. 10% debentures 3 lakhs. Bills payable 40,000. Bills payable 40,000. Creditors 60,000. Creditors 60,000. Outstanding salaries 40,000. Outstanding salaries 40,000. Next, asset side. Cash at bank. Cash at bank 80,000. Cash at bank 80,000. Bills receivable 25,000. Bills receivable 25,000. Debtors 65,000. Debtors 65,000. Plant and machinery 1 lakh. Plant and machinery 1 lakh. Land and buildings 2 lakhs. Land and buildings 2 lakhs. So total balance sheet total వేసేసుకోండి. Next para from the above compute A gross profit ratio, D net profit ratio, C operating ratio, या बस दिन क्या है फोन का वन टू थ्री फोर फाइव పెట్టమా 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 రాసింది సార్ పాప బుక్ లోది కానీ ఒకసారి ఈ పాస్వర్డ్ 5 డేస్ కింద చేంజ్ చూపిస్తుంది అది కూడా డేట్ కూడా చూపిస్తుంది ఎవరు చేంజ్ చేస్తున్నారు అది నెంబర్ కొట్టి చూడు 1 2 3 7 వరకు అది రాదా 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 నా ఫోన్ నెంబర్ కొడితే కొందా నా ఫోన్ నెంబర్ పెట్టుకున్నాను అంటే ఈ మెయిల్ పాస్వర్డ్ కొడితేనే వస్తుంది వాల్స్ ఇచ్చింది ఇది చేంజ్ మన కాలేజీలో ఇచ్చినారు CC 123 మా పాస్వర్డ్ CC 123 CC@123 అందరికి అదే ఉంది CC@123 అమ్మ కూడా అనుకుంటాను CC@123 నెక్స్ట్ కరెంట్ రేషియో క్విక్ రేషియో స్టాక్ టర్న్ ఓవర్ రేషియో సో ఇంకా వీలైనప్పుడు మీకు ఇంకా ఏమి వీలైతే అవన్నీ కూడా ట్రై చేయండి ఒకే ప్రాబ్లంలో వీలైనన్ని ఫార్ములాస్ చేసి నేర్చుకుంటే మనకి ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది ఓకే సో ఇన్ దిస్ మేనర్ యూ కెన్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ ద రేషియోస్ సో we completed the ratios first method second method importance of ratios meaning and advantage of ratios limitations of ratios all these we calculated in ratio analysis in this ratio analysis you will got three problems 5 marks problems 2 10 marks problem 1 okay so these are the important this is the important very important chapter so tomorrow we are going to take funds flow analysis okay right